Now that Phase 4 of the MCU has been officially revealed and Kevin Feige, the president of Marvel Studios, has mentioned mutants coming to the MCU, the future of the Marvel Cinematic Universe is getting more and more exciting. How's it going, everybody? It's Warren, and the X-Men coming to the MCU is one of the most exciting things that we can talk about and something that we've all been waiting for a very long time now. And luckily for us, it doesn't seem like we're going to have to wait that much longer to see X-Men or mutants in the MCU. And this is something that we've all been talking about for a while now, and again, Kevin Feige mentioned it at San Diego Comic-Con, and the Russo Brothers have recently commented on the X-Men entering the MCU as well. In fact, they've even expressed interest in directing a Wolverine film in the MCU, and they've even recently talked about which X-Men survived the snap and which ones got dusted. So I'll break down the Russo Brothers wanting to direct a Wolverine film in the MCU and which X-Men they said got dusted. Real quick, if you'd like a chance to win an Xbox One or a PS4, be sure to subscribe to my channel, like this video, and comment with your favorite superhero or villain for your chance to enter. I'll be picking a winner at 500,000 subscribers. So prior to the Disney-Fox deal, the X-Men in the MCU was something that just couldn't happen. So any talk before about an X-Men movie coming to the MCU was just wishful thinking, including when it came from people at Marvel. They could talk about the X-Men in the MCU all they wanted to, but until the Disney-Fox deal was done, they couldn't actually do it. However, now they can make a movie with the X-Men in them, and according to Kevin Feige, they are. And now it seems like the Russo Brothers, who directed Captain America: The Winter Soldier, Captain America: Civil War, Avengers: Infinity War, and Avengers: Endgame, may go on at some point to direct a Wolverine film. Recently, in many Avengers: Endgame interviews, they've talked about Wolverine. And what's really interesting is that prior to the Disney-Fox deal being complete, in a Q&A with Collider, the Russo Brothers were asked which film could bring them back to directing a film in the MCU, and they replied with Secret Wars. But now the Disney-Fox deal is done, and Marvel can talk about the X-Men in MCU films or solo films of their own. And now, in an official Ask Me Anything on Reddit with the Russo Brothers, they were asked which superhero movie they would like to direct that is not in the MCU yet, and they replied with Wolverine. Now again, before, this was just wishful thinking, but given the massive success that Avengers: Infinity War and Avengers: Endgame had, it would make sense that Marvel would want to keep the Russo Brothers around. And now, fortunately for us, Marvel can use the X-Men in the MCU, which is what the Russo Brothers wanted. They want to direct a Wolverine film. And according to some things they've said in other films, they've actually thought about what could happen. In a recent interview, they were asked which X-Men got snapped and which X-Men survived the snap. And their answer was actually quite shocking. Out of all the X-Men they were given to choose from, they said all of the X-Men got snapped except for Wolverine. In the interview, the team was Gambit, Jean Grey, Storm, Wolverine, Cyclops, and Rogue, and the Russo Brothers killed all of them except for Wolverine. And according to Joe Russo, they had a pretty good reason to do that. Joe Russo said that he'd love to see a fiercely motivated Wolverine going up against Thanos. Eliminating all of the X-Men except for Wolverine would have most likely made a lot of people mad. And Joe Russo acknowledged this, but explained why it needed to happen. He said it's not his job to give the people what they want, it's to give them what they need. And I think we all need to see Wolverine go absolutely crazy on Thanos. Now, Avengers: Endgame has already happened, so unfortunately we won't see a Wolverine versus Thanos, at least not anytime soon. They could always bring back Thanos, and I actually have many ideas about how they could, but we know that the X-Men are coming to the MCU. That is official, right from the president of Marvel Studios himself. But now the question is, how are they going to bring the X-Men into the MCU? Are they going to introduce them all at once, or are they going to introduce one first? And if it's only one, Wolverine is the perfect candidate. And the Russo Brothers have great interest in directing a Wolverine film. And they have directed 4 of the best MCU films, again including Avengers: Infinity War and Endgame. So it would make sense that Marvel would want them to tackle introducing the mutants into the MCU given their massive success. They would be absolutely perfect for the job. And now, since the Disney-Fox deal is done, it is an absolute possibility. We know Marvel, we know how they work, they like to keep everything under wraps, they like to trick us, they like to keep us in the dark, but again, we do know that the mutants are coming. So, could it be that the Russo Brothers are already lined up to direct a Wolverine film coming to the MCU? This is just my speculation for now, but based on everything that we've heard, it seems like it could be possible, so let me know what you think about this in the comments down below. And comment below with who you would like to see play Wolverine in the MCU. Also, don't forget to comment with your favorite superhero or villain, like this video, and subscribe to my channel so you can enter my giveaway for a chance to win an Xbox One or a PS4. I'm also giving away some Blu-ray copies of Avengers: Endgame on on my Instagram and Twitter, so be sure to follow me on there for a chance to win as well. As always, thank you all so much for watching. Woof woof.